video anyways, because maybe somebody's going to watch this later. How's it going? Let me get into my own live so that and there we go. There's Corey. And I see me. Howdy. So I am going to be making some more candles. They're way over here. Or well, candle holders, I guess. So I made these the other day with ResinCrete. They're pretty cool. The coloring is a little dull. I used mica powder in ResinCrete. It makes it a lot lighter than the mica powder color is because the ResinCrete, of course, dries white. So it's kind of taking it down a notch. But I did some research and it used a lot more mica powder. Or I can use some of our acrylic paint, but I have to be cautious with that. So basically I'm going to use that if I don't like the more mica powder, because I don't want to use too much mica powder because then it's like all gone and the stuff isn't like super cheap. But I use that in place of water, like in conjunction with water. So the ResinCrete that I'm going to be doing, which I've got giant bags of it this time because I went through that real fast. But the ResinCrete that I'll be making is 10 parts ResinCrete powder to 3 parts water, right? Yeah, okay, just had to make sure. And so what I would be doing for my molds, these are the candle molds that I'll be making. They take 180 grams of ResinCrete powder and like 54 grams, I think, of water. And so I would make a mixture of the water and the fluid paint that I've got right now. So mix those two together and make, again, the 54 grams of water paint. Okay, whatever. But anyway, so let's get started. I'm going to, hello, Adrian. I'm going to put on a mask because ResinCrete is powder, mica powder is powder, and I don't want to inhale it, and that would be horrible. I really should wear goggles probably too, because the mica powder can like floof up and like get all up in the air, but I don't have those. Oh, and then the plan is to attempt to, during this live, so the very first one I tried to make, I used the amount of ResinCrete that Amazon told me to use for these molds, and it was 40 grams, and I need 180. So I didn't have enough. So the pieces that I made were all small and choppy, but I practiced engraving because I'm going to engrave the names of pets on these candles. So what these candles are for, I guess you may not know. You may or may not know, but what these candles are for is I'm putting on an event. I'm a pet photographer, as well as do this art stuff with my partner. But I'm a pet photographer, and I'm putting on an event that I'm calling Rainbow Night, which is not an LGBT thing. It is specifically about pets who have crossed the Rainbow Bridge, is what it's called. I don't know if you're not a pet person, you might not know, but when a pet passes away, we call it crossing the Rainbow Bridge. There's a whole poem and everything. It's very sweet. But I will be putting on an event to pay tribute to those pets who have crossed that or are very senior. And they may still be here, but perhaps they're not going to be here for a lot longer. I just want to honor those pets. And so I'm going to be making candles for everybody who's registered to be there and provides me with the name of their pet. I'm going to engrave on those candles, or try to engrave on those candles. It's the first time I've done this, so it's not expert, but I think, oh, you're not going to be able to see that. Oh, there we go. This is backwards because it's the camera, but this is Kova's name. I tried a few times. Kova is our puppy, which he won't be there. That one's just too shallow. But anyway, so I'm going to try doing that, and I'll be making a handful of these. I've got at least 6 molds. Well, not at least, I have 6 molds. And this stuff only takes 30 minutes to cure, but you also only have 8 minutes to work with it. So once you mix it, you gotta go. And then you pour it in here. It's pretty liquidy, like it's really fluid. So you don't really have air bubble problems. So you do a little squidgy, air bubbles come out if there's any in there. And then you set it aside. And by the time you're done making all of these, you're ready to demold. So it's awesome. This is the second time I've used this stuff, so I love it so far. It's very cool. All right. Okay. Just making sure I'm not missing anything in the chat. There is nothing happening in the chat. Oh, I had it filtered, but still nothing. So hi to those that are there, but I'm gonna put on my gloves too, because, well, actually I'm gonna open some of these before I put on my gloves. They're so hard to work with when you have on gloves. All right, so if anybody's out there, I'm gonna be making a lot of candles. If there's a color you want me to try to make, just tell me, put it in the chat, and I will see if I can do that. I've got over 60 colors here, and these are metallics or chrome. So I've got like this gold and stuff in here. I don't know that the metallic is going to shimmer or the chrome is going to shimmer quite like it would in like regular epoxy resin, that clear resin. But I'm going to try it and see. I just have to determine which one I want. I think I want this blue one. I think this one. Yeah, because the one person said that they want a blue candle for their pup Casper, who has passed on. And so I'm going to do that for them. And this one's subtle. Ooh, we'll do green for Maxine. Maxine is Adrian, my partner's pet that passed away a long time ago. I think it was a long time ago. So I don't know that Maxine's favorite color was green, but his favorite color is green. Look, it's Adrian.
Yay. Double tap, triple tap, quadruple tap.
I feel like a triple tap just undoes it.
It just keeps liking it.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it just overloads it. Well, it doesn't keep liking it, but it doesn't take it away. That's a pretty green.
Yeah, it's chrome.
Nice. Go like this.
Oh, we got 7 likes. Well, this says 6. That says 7. So somebody triple tapped. Oh, this one's already open. Okay. All right. So let's put these lids back on. Put our gloves on. And let's get to resin creating. He's been super smiley lately. This is for Johnny. Oh, so on Monday, I think it was, is when I last made these molds, and I had 1,000 grams of it. But of course, the first one I used like 40 to make the wrong size, so it was a waste. But I was only able to get 5 out of it. So I've got a lot more, about a lot more, because I got to make several candles. But I've got 4 bags of this 3,000, so I should be able to make 12 times as much. Really quick, I want to clean off my new molds. So I got 2 new molds today. I've just got some isopropyl alcohol. I'm just going to put it on a paper towel and then just wipe it down. So get rid of any dust or anything. Even though this is like concrete, so you don't see dust like you would in like epoxy resin or UV resin, but I don't want anything on it. So I'm just going to wipe this down really quick. and then I'll do that with the other one. And then I'm going to put Moose. There's Moose. Hey, you Moose. Moose, I'm doing ResinCrete. Yeah, well, just a sec. I'm trying to wipe this down. But I missed you last Monday. So, well, yeah, like 2 days ago. I went live and I made these. So these are, I made 5 of them. These are the molds. Well, they're not the molds, they're the completed things. But ResinCrete, because it's white, doesn't take mica powder like regular resin does. Like I need to use a lot more. So I looked up some stuff and I found that I can also use some acrylic paint. I just have to use it like in place of water type thing. So we're going to experiment. I've got a lot of ResinCrete. So I also am going to use my mold release so that I can release my molds. Where is my brush? This mold release came with that paintbrush and I would like to use it, but I don't know where it went. It disappeared. I'll just use this one. All right, so I'm just gonna spritz a little on. How are you, Moose, by the way? Oop, that was my arm. And then just brush it around. We were supposed to go live technically today anyways, but with Janice, but she's not feeling well, so I had planned to go live before I knew we were going live with Janice, and then was gonna go live with Janice, and then Janice got sick, so I'm going live by myself. Okay, that one's done. I'm not sure if it's canceling that noise or if you can hear Adrian sing. What'd you say, Adrian? And I know, I wonder, could you hear him singing, Moose? Oh, yep, she said I can hear him. That's funny. It's pretty good. He did a pretty good job. Sometimes he's a little screechy when he does his like super loud voice. But Moose has been doing a lot of analysis. I have also been doing a lot of that with my corporate job, and it's been pretty exhausting lately, especially because I have had some people not doing the analysis that they should be doing, and so I've had to chase extra after them. You know, I don't really know if it came with a brush, so I'm assuming I'm supposed to brush it on, but I don't really know. But what I did last time was this exact thing, and they released perfectly, so I'm just gonna do it again. Monday's live, it was pretty active. There were some people that we are not normally seeing, but then we also had KD and Joyce. So it was nice. It was fun, especially because that was my first time ever using the ResinCrete, and it turned out. So how exciting is that when stuff works, right? And we'll be making a lot of these. So, well, we'll be making some of these. Oh, no worries, Moose. We didn't announce it. We just went live. Oh, Debbie was there too. But like, I don't know if they got like notified or something. I think I get notified of like 2 people, and I don't actually get notified unless I'm in the app. So like you wouldn't know. And it wasn't our time, and we didn't message or anything. So no need to be sorry. Oh, one more. This takes forever. All right, one last one. I don't even know if you're supposed to flip these inside out. I don't know much about these molds, but it's mold release spray. But it came with a brush, so I'm assuming I'm supposed to brush it on like this. I don't really know. It said something, but this bottle doesn't actually have any instructions. It said to rub it in well, I know that, and then let it dry. Oh, I'm gonna have to sneeze. Here I can mute. Oh, the sneeze went away. It was one of those torture sneezes now. All right, so nice and releaseified. Okay, so we're gonna let these dry. We're going to try some mica powder, but with a larger quantity. So with the mica powder, when you add to the ResinCrete, they say to make it about 2%, I think, 2 to 3%. Yeah, 2% by weight. So if I'm doing like 100 grams, that would be what, like 2, right? The 2 grams of, that felt too easy, so that's why I was like, wait, right? Oh, there goes the poof of the powder. Okay. I don't know if you can see it, but it's all poofy. This is an old spoon from my first silverware set. Actually, my first silverware set I got hung like on a rack thing. I thought it was so cool, but it was really like super cheap. Hey, Kelly, how's it going? We are making, if you haven't been here, we are making candle holders with ResinCrete. So got to adjust this because it says pounds. And ResinCrete requires a mixture of 10 parts ResinCrete powder to 3 parts water or liquid. Hey, Lexi, how's it going? All right, so I need 180 grams of this ResinCrete powder. And we're at 97, and then we'll add the mica powder, and I'm going to see how much. Sorry, I can't think at the same time and scoop for some reason. That's like challenging. And see how much 2 grams is to see if I was adding more or less last time. Let's take 2 grams out. Oh, not right. How is Lexi and Kelly doing? I'm gonna set this off to the side. I've got little spoons with this mica powder, so I'm gonna grab a little spoon. And I'm gonna start with the blue for Casper. Well, good to hear that you guys are doing good. All right, so somehow it's back up to 182, whatever. So then we're going to look for 184. This is a very pretty dark chrome blue. Oh, that didn't even register. Oh, it's a lot more than I used the first time. Okay, is the scale broke? Who broke the scale? Oh, I weighed Kova today. So Kova is my day was all right. It was a little stressful with I went up a gram finally with my corporate job. But otherwise it was pretty good. Thank you for asking. I hope you had a good day. Hey, Landon. Landon said me. Well, hello, you. Hey, how did it go back down? How did it get lighter? I've just been adding. Somebody tell me the physics. All right, so we're going to do this really quick. Oh, Landon broke the scale. Oh, gosh darn it, Landon. All right, let's do this really quick. Let's zero weight this. They're the same cup, so this should be good. And I put this on. Okay, what's happening? Now it's lost an additional 3 ounces or grams. That's we're calling that. That is enough. I'll put one more scoop, which means that there's almost no scoops left here. But I was having a real hard time getting any kind of Kelly, I don't think I'm going to say that, but I was having a really hard time getting any kind of like deep, vibrant color because the ResinCrete dries white. And so when adding pigment, it just was like a light version of itself. But let me get this cleaned off a little bit. There we go. And now we can add the water, which I totally forgot to grab. So Adrian, can you bring me the measuring cup, the big measuring cup full of water, please? Just regular water. Measuring cup that's in the bottom drawer by the sink. So we're just going to use a little, this one's going to be fancy. It's going to get a little purified water. What'd you say? It doesn't matter, just like room temperature, I guess. All right, so we're going for 234. We'll go slow because this adds up pretty fast. Oh, that blue is so pretty. This might be ASMR. Oh, and it went up. I gave this a sippy mousse. And I don't know that you'll be able to see that blue very well, but oh, it's so pretty and it's so shiny. Okay, so I got 8 minutes to, that was an annoying sound, to mix this. So I forgot to grab my mixer. I got up to 8 minutes to do it, so let's get to mixing. And really what we're going for is kind of a consistency similar to yogurt, like a runny yogurt, but yogurt. Right, Mo, sippy, don't be dehydrated. Thank you. No, this isn't mixing as well as I would like. I probably should have mixed it in that's what my plan was, but I got to talking. I mixed it in the powder first and then mixed it in the water, but trying to grab all of the powder from the side. So, oh my gosh, yeah, I don't need that much, but thank you. But that's just the time they say you have 8 minutes working time. You don't have to mix it for 8 minutes. You can't mix it for 8 minutes. It's just that you have 8 minutes because it cures super fast. You can demold in 30 minutes. All right, and then we need to stay on top of this, clean this too, but we also don't have time to spend too much cleaning. All right, let's grab a mold. Let's flip it back inside out. Let's set it down. All right, this pigment is kind of keeping separated, so yeah, it's insane how fast this works. This is really dark gray, so I don't know if it's gonna turn blue or not, but we'll see.
It almost functions like Quikrete.
Yeah, I mean, it's very similar. Okay. I need to pour this last little bit, but there's a chunk, so I'm just not going to put that chunk in there. Oh yeah. Oh, did I finish saying we measured Kova weight, and he is 47 pounds. He was 12 pounds when we got him. All right, this is interesting. We do the little squidgy. I think that's what you guys call it. And then I like to go in here after I saw the first ones. Oh, there's that piece. I like to go in to here to make sure that there's no air bubbles, because my first one's got air bubbles kind of right here, but nothing major. And you don't see the bottom anyway, so it doesn't bother me. I just figured I would do this really quick. And then clean it off. What colors? Yeah, he is a big potato. What colors would you guys like to see me mix? I can definitely try the water first. Hey, Lorraine. All right, gotta move it out of the way. Gotta be careful though. Tapping it so that it doesn't keep that pattern in the middle. Okay. Let's flip these outside. It is crooked. Ah, I just tore it a little. How much for the high quality? I think it was because I was leaning so much, Moose. I feel like Kelly left because I didn't want to say the thing that she wanted me to say. You're welcome, Moose. Thank you. All right. So, any colors? Any color choices? I think this chrome one might turn out kind of cool. Let's clean this off. All right. Oh, wait, we were doing green. I forgot. I did. I said, I did see that, and I said, I will try that. I said, I said I will try the mixing it in with the water. Let me grab a little cup, though, because I think I only need a little cup. What I was reading, it said to mix it in with the powder first, but I didn't actually mix it in with the powder. I just put it on top. No worries, Moose. I put it on top of the powder. But okay, so let's zero that out. Stop going into pounds. Nobody wants pounds. Okay. All right. How much do I put of this? 50. So I go to 234. So that's 54. Okay. I don't think this will hold 54. I've got it. Oh, goodness gracious. Kova must have dropped his bone, or Adrian's dropping more things. Scared the bejeebus out of me. Oh, that's a little too much. All right. Right on the money. Okay. I have no room for everything. All right. I am mixing up ResinCrete, Lorraine, and making candle molds. So I am putting on an event this Sunday for the pet photography. I said that weird, but the pet photography, and it's Rainbow Night potions for spells. But it's going to be Rainbow Night for pets who have either passed over the Rainbow Bridge or are senior, and we're going to pay tribute to them and like honor them. And I'm making candles for each of the people who register beforehand. So I could put more than 2 grams. I don't want to put more than 2 grams. That was so much. But yeah, so I'm making candles for them, and we'll engrave the names of their pets if they pre-register. And it's a free event that I'm just putting on to put on. I just feel like animals need to be honored. What? Oh yeah, because I'm not saying I'm making potions. Is that what I'm lying about, Adrian? I also read that there's a recommendation of like painting it on, like painting the pigment on the inside of this. But since it's like not like an easy mold, like it's not an open mold, I feel like that would be really hard, especially since I've never done it before. All right, so let's mix this. Ooh, this is super pretty. It looks like molten metal, but green. You probably want to see this, Adrian. I can't show the live very well because of the angle. Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Right.
That's awesome. It looks like the mercury that comes out of
Yeah, like liquid metal.
Mm.
I'll try to show you guys in just a sec.
That's so cool. I want that on my finger.
No.
Oh,
I don't think you'll be able to see it very well, but like it literally looks like liquid metal. But all right, now time to measure the ResinCrete. So the mica powder came with these little brushes, but I just was like, I'm not sure how I can get it in there and get it to stay, but I'll try. All right, so now let's measure the ResinCrete. Oh, I somehow turned it off. I don't even know that you can do that. All right, so I thought about measuring this beforehand so you guys don't have to watch me do this. But oh, look at that. Spilled so much. I gotta clean that. Sorry. Gotta clean it. It's driving me nuts. It's all over my apron. Good thing I wore an apron. All right. I don't think I could do ResinCrete. Yeah, you do have to, once you put that water or liquid mixture together, you got to move. Because my first one, I didn't move fast enough. Why are you turning off? I didn't move fast enough, and it was all congealed. It was horrible. But you've got enough time to mix and then pour, as long as you've got everything ready. Oh, come on, stop spilling. Is that a bunch of cows or a bunch of dogs? I can't quite make out what that emoji is. There we go. Ooh, get the powder out the way. All right, so got that. Oops. All right, so here is my liquid metal. So cool. See how it reacts. Oh, I might have said moo moo moo. Nobody knows what I'm saying or doing most of the time. I'm an enigma. Well, that sounded like something Adrian would say. The thing I don't like about the mixing of this mousse is that it always feels gritty. Like it's never like suddenly like, oh, it feels perfectly smooth. It always feels like you're like mixing sand. I mean, because you kind of are, but yeah, this lost so much sheen, but that blue, I don't know if it's gonna stay throughout, but that bottom part is really pretty. Okay. I don't have a paper towel. I don't have a paper towel. So I feel like ResinCrete is kind of like UV resin, except for obviously UV resin, you're in control of when it hardens. Okay. And here we go. The nice thing is the manufacturer of ResinCrete has a calculator on their webpage. So all you have to do is fill out, like pour water into your mold and weigh it, like measure how much volume, and then it'll tell you how much ResinCrete and how much water to use. It's very nice. That's how I found out how much to use, since Amazon's Rufus totally lied to me. Like a third of how much it should have been. It's insane. You made homemade strawberry ice cream. What? What kind of ice? I'm like, is it custard or is it like thick ice cream or what? What kind of ice cream? I want ice cream now. Squidgy, 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 squidgy. Gotta squidgy it. Oh, it's got some of the chrome pigment still showing, but all right, set that to the side. And this one, this is already hard, just FYI. Okay, I'm gonna try mixing into the powder next time, but let me check to see if anybody emailed. Hey, Gert! And Raul. Raul was here last night too. I'm gonna check to see if I got any more emails from anybody. I realized I didn't ask people what color they wanted. I mean, they're getting a free candle and engraving if they pre-register, so it's not like I'm doing them a disservice. Like, but I realized I could ask, and so I just sent off an email to everybody that's registered and asked them what colors they would like, and only one person has responded thus far, but I only sent it like, how long have I been live? 45 minutes ago. Okay, so we will try painting it on. Oh, Adrian, you wanted green and purple. mixed, like the marbling like I did on the other one. Like the marbling I did on the other one. Okay. Let's get, here, we'll do spring green maybe. I hate the top of these are all just white, like I can't see them very easily. So what did Lauren say? Make the frozen strawberries, heavy whipping cream, and milk in a blender, and after it's all blended, then so it's pretty much just blended frozen strawberries. And then this, oh, you wanted purple, not blue. Ooh, that's a pretty color. These two go well together. This is a dark green. I feel like I should use a dark green because of the white color of the ResinCrete. And then, yeah, these two. I like how participative you are, Moose. Make the live worthwhile. But these are the colors. Of course, they're going to be half the shade of this, but these are, it's hard to see. I don't know if that makes it better, but literally dark magenta. So, but it looks purple, and dark green. So let's make sure they're open because they're impossible to open. Okay, I would have been surprised if dark green wasn't open. And this one is not, oh, they're so hard to open. Yesterday I was trying to open, I've got some chameleon powders. They do not work. This was chameleon. It looks like cookies and cream, ice cream, to speak of ice cream. But I poked into it, like kind of like I did right there. And it just, I don't know, the chameleon chrome or the chameleon powder is like light as air. It just was like, and that was when I was like, yeah, absolutely, mask is necessary. Okay, so we are going to split this. So we're going to do 90 and 90, and then half of 54 is 27. Okay. All right. Gotta do math. I wasn't expecting to do math. All right, so I'll probably use the smaller cups if I'm going to split it. One more tiny cup for the water. Oh, it's loose. Okay. All right, so let's reset that. So I did, right? I do got to protect these ones. I did a marbling. You can't see it very well because everything is just washed out in this camera. But like basically part of it was green and part of it was just the plain white. And it's kind of cool. I mean, it's not a great job for my first attempt. But I was not mad at it. So 90, 78. Have you tried putting the mica on the, not yet. So that was going to be the next, yeah, exactly, Moose, the next one. So this one, because I'm doing mixed colors, like kind of going for a marbling effect, I'm going to do this method of making, oh, I had a little bit too much of a spasm, having basically two colors. This is not sensitive enough for, I mean, supposedly it's fine to use this scale, but This was so much on this spoon. Hey, I made it all in there. That was almost 90. Yeah, that was so much. Oh, that. There we go. Okay, whatever. It says 89 still, but I feel like that's enough. All right. Set these aside. One's going to be green, one's going to be purple. I need 27 grams of water. Yeah, that was, yep, that's what I mentioned in the beginning. I can use my acrylic paint that's liquid in like lieu of or in conjunction with the water that I use. That's what I saw online. $27 on the dot. Okay. Hey, it's Dub. Oh, it says 28, but I'm going to count it. I'm going to count it. I don't have the golden fluid acrylic. I have lots and lots of acrylic paint, but not golden. All right, so first, before we mix in the water, we're going to mix in the mica powder. We're going to use a lot again. I just realized I wasn't measuring this, but okay. Are you glued to the side suddenly? What is happening? That's probably enough. And then you're digesting quesadillas. Oh yeah, it's not sunset, right? Because of the time. You're giving in to peer pressure. Okay, that was a big amount that just popped out. Let's see what this is weighing at now. These little cups weigh the same amount as these big cups. Just FYI. Oh, it's a little high, like it's a gram too high probably, but. Paint to the water, then water to the powder. Then, oops. Oh, because you said yen. I thought you were saying like you do that and then oops, you made a mistake. All right, let's see. What do we do on this one? Well, let's keep it that way because technically that is an extra. So, okay. Such a pleasant sound, ASMR for pain. Water in. Okay, and gotta mix. Oh, I forgot to mix it first again. Come on. Gert, have you used ResinCrete before? Okay. Okay, and then we've got seconds to go. Let's mix this really quick. Pour the water in. Mix, mix, mix. Sorry, this one requires lots of concentration because I'm trying to go fast enough. Why does this seem so thick? I was supposed to use 27 grams of water, right? Yeah. Why is this? Oh, because I used so much. I'm gonna break the rules. No, I just spilled that all over. I used so much pigment powder that it wasn't mixing very well. Hopefully this one turns out okay. You're worried? Yeah, I'm worried too. All right. Still liquidy. Let's see what happens. And then I'm going to be very conservative with my squidgy because I don't want it to mix too much. There we go. Let's pick it up. There we go. All right, get that one over there. Now let's try painting the inside. What color should I do? Okay, what have I missed? Aqua cast is cream in color. Oh, that's a different kind you use. Okay, I've missed some stuff. All right, so I prefer it white, but I mostly use aqua cast because I like to paint them. So I watched somebody paint a resin cast, so a ResinCrete. It looked like it was okay. Petrol pump here is got shortage of petrol. Oh no, I'm sorry, Raul. I thought you were worried about this. I didn't know you were worried about that. I'm so sorry. Yeah, ours is increasing, but at least we have it. Poor Raul. All right, does anybody have color choices? Otherwise, I'm just going to pick a color. Watermelon. It is, I just prefer to keep ResinCrete. It's, oh, okay, I get you. Rose red is pretty. I could do another chrome if I'm just going to paint the side. I've got a pretty purple, but I think if I'm just going to paint the side, maybe it's silver. Red and black, orange and yellow. I was looking at this watermelon color, which kind of looks like orange. I don't know why it's called watermelon. I don't, can I paint multiple colors and it will work? Do I turn it inside out first to paint it? What about orange and black? Like a Halloween one. I don't know if I can turn it inside out. I feel like when I turn it back, it'll like all come loose, but I can't get into it without doing it. I didn't know as I asked a bunch of questions. I'm sorry. I'm just sitting here asking all the questions. Oh, I think I said, can I do multiple colors? Oh, okay. I'll turn it back. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Gert and Moose are saying different things. I don't know how to paint it without turning it. But, okay, so Moose said don't turn it. Gert says do turn it. Okay, so I just have... Oh, it did, and you did not turn it. I have this brush that it came with, which is tiny, but we have other brushes. It did come out. If that was the one I saw the other day. So just dip this in here. All right, I'm just gonna try. And I just paint on it. I've seen people do it before. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna turn it. Sorry, Moose, I just feel like I can't get to it. I think you're right, probably, that I shouldn't turn it, but I just can't get to it and feel like I'm doing a good job because it's like so faint. So how dark should it be for it to actually be really dark? And I have mold release on this, so that's not going to cause a problem, right? Make sure to burnish it into the mold. Burnish is just like doing this, right? Like I'm just like pushing it into the mold, right? Because that's what I saw. I know for a fact I saw Nerd Goblin do it once. Lula, Calmer D Goblin. And I feel like she just painted it, just made it all one color. Nice. All right, so we're going to keep burnishing / painting. I don't think I care about the sides of this. No, yeah, I do, because they show. And then I'll add some black. Maybe I can channel Donna and turn it into a tiger. Because Donna is doing the tigers, right? Adrian? Donna was the one that was making everything into a tiger, right? George. Oh, why do I always mix up their names? I know her voice and I know what her channel is. I just always mix up their names. This is going to take forever. So, Gert, how was your day? I didn't ask you that. I know Moose did tons of analysis. That's one of my strengths and like personality traits, Moose. When my job 20 years ago had me take personality test, I was very analytical. I still am. It's one of my strengths from the Strength Finder test. Doris, my brain hurts too, especially because I asked you a billion things. Is this, that's good, right? Like that's getting burnished. I feel like it's good. I don't know. Is it going to be vibrant? Who knows? That was just so much. Why did I scooped out so much? I feel mildly judged. Your day should be over, is what you're saying? Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't it super late where you're at? But I mean, it's late where we're at. But I had a very long day and didn't get to this as early as I wanted to. So we're doing it now. And I told Debbie I would do the engraving part on my next live, but she's not here, so I might not do it. Lorraine, besides making ice cream, how was your day? I don't know if you answered all the questions. I asked a billion. Oh my gosh, Gert, that is so early. I don't know that I think it's more like how Saw is a game, just like bombarding them with questions. It's their fault. They've done this stuff before. Don't be the SME if you can't handle the heat. I bet you wouldn't have guessed it, but I made that up myself. This takes forever. Do it 1,000%, Dub. I will purchase the leather. Like, do it. Make them little vests. I want to see them. And they have to make an appearance in their vest on at least one live a month. Some of this doesn't seem to, some spots don't seem to get sticky. Like they seem to have like patches of, is that the mold release maybe? Dub. Oh, Lauren, I'm going to have to move contents from one side of the house. Oh no, how come? Did you have more leaks, Lorraine? And Dub is, I can't tell you how I refer to them in the morning. They learned they can wake me up at 3 a.m. by tickling the bottom of my feet. And that's really funny. I feel like I'm almost done, guys. Well, with this, and then I gotta do some fancy footwork with the black to make a Halloween one. Or well, you said yellow, and I was taking one from each of you guys. Should I do orange and black, Adrian? I mean, that's Halloweeny, but like a lot of people like Halloween. Or should I do So Moose had said, oh, I forgot about this part. Moose had said to do orange and yellow, and Gert said black and red, and I was going to do orange and black, and it's Halloweeny. And I thought maybe, but I don't know.
I think orange and black is kind of Halloween.
I know, well, it's definitely Halloween, not kind of. It's like, that was the point. It was like a combo of their selection, but also some people really love Halloween. And so I thought, oh, some people might like.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, there might be kind of like a gothy kind of person there.
Well, it's not even necessarily gothy. Like, they just, enjoy the festivities of dressing up their pup. No, not that. Just to dress up in the fun and the candy. So they can do the floors and everything still being worked on. Oh, wow. It's wild. Oh, we said orange and black. We haven't. I started putting things. That's insane, Lorraine. I don't know how you're being treated like that. Like, how can they get away with not putting your place back together? I know. I'm kind of excited to see it demolded, but I'm waiting to do this. We've got to get in between the crevasses. I should have just done this part all black. That would have been cool. It's convenient that I can hold it like this and like it's like a little mouth. It's like a hippo. Hippo, happy hippo. We haven't seen Happy Hippo in a really long time. I wonder what happened to them. They used to be one of the OGs. Oh my gosh, this has got to be boring. To watch somebody do for this long, and I'm not. I need to be reading Withering Nights or some, I don't know, some kind of book that Calmer D. Goblin would read. She's probably sleeping right now. Gert, Calmer D. Goblin, figured out how to sleep. You should make her tell you how to sleep. Although I'm very glad that you're here, Gert. It's nice to have a friend around. Well, I say friend, I'm speaking for you in that term. But, and since you raged against a piece of art that you made one time, you always sit in a different category in my eyes. Like, hilarious to me. You just spent the whole video ragging on that one thing. Sometimes I am. But thank you. Thank you, though. Okay, so there's like speckles on this, so this might just get speckles in when it's poured. I don't know. But let's set this down. Close this. Watermelon. I'm really getting, Corey, any place you see the mold will not be colored. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Do you mean the ice cream cat? Yes, I think that's what it was. I'm not 100% sure, but you hated it so much. All you did was talk crap about it the whole video. Oh, it was so funny to me. Oh, I smile. I should go watch it again. So some places it's not, it like just won't stick onto the mold. So I don't, does mold release cause that problem? Do you guys know? Oh yeah, probably so that it doesn't mix pigments or whatever. Is that one thing, Moose, that you like go into? It could just be the mold itself. Well, so I feel like I didn't get them cleaned as well. Like I scrubbed them with Dawn dish soap and water and alcohol, like isopropyl alcohol. Like I tried everything I could think of to get them fully clean, but they still have like little spots on them. So I wonder if maybe I don't know. We'll see. It's interesting. This is the little spots on here that I'm making, like the little darker spots. It's kind of cool. I kind of like it. Oh. So whatever color is on the mold first is what you see when you demold, right? That's what I'm thinking it will do, is make the bits darker. That's kind of what I was going for, was like darker spots. Um, so that that's what I was kind of hoping for, because I painted the whole thing orange. I was like, oh, well, there's no place for the black now. But I figured I could make it like almost like gradient, kind of like different areas are going to be darker, and but like subtly darker. So it's not like, oh, this spot's all completely dark and then this spot's light. It'll be like a gradient. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, we are almost there. We are going to pour it in a second. And then while they cure, we will start unmolding, and you guys will get to see what you sat through. Yeah, I think this looks cool. Okay, and you guys said to make sure to knock off any excess, right? So kind of wiped off. That was dumb. This spot will be really dark. What? Oh. All right. Gotta be careful. Right? It does. It totally looks like a hippo. Moose, you should do it and go live, and so we can watch you do it. This hurts my back because I have an old body. All right, let's move this pigment into the garbage. That looks pretty cool. I guess I should have showed you guys before, but it's kind of cool. So set that there, put that there, put this there, and bring this here. All right. That's what I'm doing. Flying by the seat of my pantalones. So I went to order this. Got to turn on the scale, guys. Got to turn on the scale. I went to order this after I ran out of the first batch I got in like 10 minutes. Not that fast, but very fast. And come on. And I ordered it on Monday, and it wouldn't get here until today. And then I went and I was like, oh, I should probably order a little bit more because I've gotten a large amount of signups compared to my normal events. This is a free event, so and so I went to go order a couple more bags, and oh my lord, and I could get it the next morning, and that was yesterday. I was like, what the monkey trot? Like, this is, but if I ordered more than 2, it would come on Thursday. And then same with the molds. I could order 2 to be delivered the next day, but if I did 3, it wouldn't be delivered for 2 days. But if I just ordered 2 and then went back and ordered 2 more, like I could get them all. So I feel like I hacked the system. Bloop. All right. The nice thing is I don't have to add any powder. Okay, so we're going for 234. Ah, 235. That's fine. I keep spilling it on myself. The bottom is going to be all white, though. That will be a fact. Right? It's so scammy, in my opinion. But the Amazon price for they had like a sale because convenient on the larger bag that I got. Not the largest bag, but it's like the middle size. It was cheaper than if I would have got it from their site, and not like the base price, not counting like shipping costs. So I was like, oh wow, they supposedly had an exclusive sale, but you can't find it anywhere in person. I have to order it, which is annoying. All right, here we go. Let's see how it goes. Here. Come out, wherever you are. Okay, and I just remembered I haven't been doing this part. All right, are you guys ready to start unmolding? Too bad. We've got 2 more to port. No, I'm just kidding. We're not that kind of channel. All right. What's this? Oh, I'm certain of that. Oh, wow. That's crazy, Moose. Oh, I got to squidgy it. Squidgy. Squidgy. Okay, let's pick it up and not spill it. There we go. You go there. It looks like milk, and that's gross. All right. It's just a little warm, not really warm, but here we go. It's very pretty. Oh, the rest of it is just gray.
Sorry.
Adrian's dying over there. That is very frustrating that just the bottom has pigment, but it is pretty nonetheless because it kind of looks like a little concrete one. And somebody might like it, but I will not do. It's just these special kinds of pigments just do not work well. Let's see how much of this just wipes off.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's like eyeshadow.
I'm just kidding. Moose is probably like, stop it! 1 second, I'm gonna wipe that off with some water. Okay. For the most part, that's good. Okay, so this, I mean, it's like a slate blue kind of, but it still turned out pretty good.
Yeah, it's cool.
All right, and then we're on to the green one.
Someone short.
Yep, I've got the sealer right here. Probably I'm gonna need more.
Here we go.
The green one doesn't look like it stayed either, so no more special ones. They end up being a waste.
Oh yeah. Mmm. There you go.
Clearly, Adrian
Pop it
is
out.
being.
Woo.
Can you stop, please? Yeah, see, there's the white spots. But it's like a faintish green like that. I was hopeful, but just a faintish green. I was just about to grab the one I just poured. I'm like, what about this one? What? Oh, yeah. Maybe this one's still warm.
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah.
So how long ago did we do this one? What time is it? Oh my gosh, we've been live forever. Yeah, no, I definitely don't think they're a waste. I'm just disappointed that they're not as vibrant as I was. I got hopeful. And I mean, I only used like an entire tub of pigment.
This one looks cool through the mold.
Yeah, it does look like it marbled. Yeah, this one worked. I think I need to mix the pigment in with the powder first.
Ooh. Oh, that one's cool.
Yeah, this one is pretty cool.
Oh my god.
Let's see if I can get it to not be so blown out. Yeah, turn it down at least or something. That's better. So you can turn it back up. I do need, they sell their own pigment. What are they called? J-Diction. But I couldn't get it for like days. Right, yeah, this one is really pretty. So I'm gonna be doing some more marbling. But it's nice and pigmented and dark, and I think that's because I used a lot of the pigment in with the powder itself. So I've been live for a very long time, so I think I should wrap it up. It does look more natural, right? Like Adrian really likes this one, but again, it's blown out because that light. But let's see if that helps. It kind of, like I said, looks like cookies and cream ice cream, but this was chameleon pigment, and it's basically just white with speckles. But he likes that one. But I want to be able to demold that one, so I've got to for you guys, but I don't know that you want to hang out for that much longer. I'm gonna make 2 more because I've got 2 molds that I don't have to clean, and I've already prepped them. And I'm going to try adding in liquid acrylic. Okay, so 180. Vibes matches. Okay. It's mixed with Floetrol, so you're right, Moose. It might cause some issues. So let me go grab the actual paint. I felt like it would work, but then Floetrol probably would do something that I wouldn't want it to do. So let me, okay, give me a couple seconds to go get that paint really quick that I was going to use. This still says 180, right? Yeah. Be right back. You'll be able to hear me anyway, so. But we will mix the paint and the water first. Very dark right now. Where is that color? Nobody should ever say this, but I think I have too many paints. Oh, there we go. I'm coming back. Adrian should have entertained you guys while I was gone. I had to go get the actual paint. Oh, bye. Bye, Raul. Got to mix this because this is always this is really thick, so okay, so 180 we need I'm just gonna try things. Can't hurt to try things. Okay, and I'm gonna pour some of this back. Yeah, this is fun. Like makes little ropes. I don't know how this is gonna turn out, guys. This is really thick paint. I knew it was, but I want to use it. I want this color. I know it's not gonna be this color, but I want this color. There, that's as much as I'm going to do. This is strong smelling paint. Adrian would love it. Ah, I'm getting a little rambunctious with my stirring. It's really pretty. Let's see what happens, guys. Yeah, and it'll lose the metallic aspect to it, which is what I want. But let's see. Oh, hey, Moose, I didn't know you left. I left when you left, so I didn't know. So I added extra water last minute to that green and blue one, green and purple one, because it was so thick. So I think I might have to do the same to this because that paint is super thick. And the paint absorbs some of the water. Thanks for hanging out with me for this long, guys. I need to add a little bit more water again. Yeah. A tad bit more water. We'll see what happens, guys. This might not turn out because of how much water I'm putting, but it is too thick to pour. Okay, I think we're good. You can always paint them too, you know. Like they will be vibrant if I paint them. But wish us luck. Oh, do you like cop shows? My mom and dad loved cop shows too. They loved the show Cops. This is already really pretty. So if it cures, that would be awesome. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have too much because I added so much more water. Okay. So many bubbles. Bubbles, 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 bubbles. Squidgy, squidgy. I don't have a non-butane torch, but the bubbles should go away. My mom loved paranormal stuff too. You are my pseudo mom. I mean, you're not old enough to be here, I don't think, but you are kind of like my. Hey, Angeline Marie. Hi. Yeah, Gert, we watch a lot of. So I've found a couple wholesome channels that I've been watching lately. So I watch a lot of Evan and Caitlin. And now there's this guy that does like bad travel stuff, like goes to cruise ships, like, but he also goes on nice stuff too. So he went to like all the 5-star resorts in Disney World, but he is just the most like polite, nice person, and it's just infectious to like watch his channel because he talks to everybody. I don't know how he does it, but he's like super nice to them all too. And he's like, you know what, you have a great day. I'm so glad I met you. And it's like, you just said hi and asked them where they're from. This is my squidgy. How's your night going, Angeline? This one is really pretty, guys. So if this cures, it might cure the color I want, or a color I want. Where are we going? Where are we going, guys? Where are we going? We did it. Okay, one last one. I don't know what to do. Oh, let's marble. Let's do another marble. Let's marble. What colors, guys? What colors? Why am I always finding orange now? Ooh. Yellow? What would yellow marble well with? I don't want to do orange again. Not blue. Green. Gold? I could just do white. That was really smart moves. Thank you for letting me know. That I was thinking that I should put something on it. I put it on something like a little, but that's really smart. The paper towel is really smart. There's regular orange. I finally found regular orange. Ooh. I think these colors would be interesting. But would they turn muddy and gross? It's ruby and yellow. I think that'd be interesting. I was trying to avoid green and blue because I've done those. But I could do red, and then I could have picked the other color that you both said. Where's the red? I saw it somewhere. They're not in order, guys. They're just randomly put. Oh, here it is. This is more of an orange. That is a very good point, Gert. I didn't think about that. Yeah, this is basically red. This ruby looks red. So I'm going to do these. Let's open them really quick. And then I think we'll be ready to demold the one that I spent 20 minutes painting. I don't know. I just have an urge to use. Oh, it was open and it spluttered. I just have an urge to use the yellow. It's just, and I don't even really like yellow that much. Like, I don't mind it, but like, I don't know. It's just not as fun for me. All right. 90. Oh, and we're spilled already. Good for us. Good for us. I need to find a more efficient way to do this if I'm going to do this for much longer. That was too much. Evan and Caitlin. Well, thank you for sharing what Michelle at Glitz and Glitter, is that what her name is? Glitz and Glitter shared with you. Evan and Caitlin. Okay. Oh. And this stuff is really cheap too. Like, I want to say that was $36. Like for that giant bag. Okay. Well, now it's not the same weight. What's up with that? 27. So I have all of the candle mix stuff. I kind of just want to put the shavings in. I wanted sand. I thought that's what I was ordering, but I didn't pay enough attention. It was probably like the middle of the night. But so I ended up getting like soy wax shavings. So I gotta like probably melt it and like pour it in and do all of that, but I don't know that I want to do all that. How does it not weigh anything? That's it. I'm not putting any more in there. It literally never changed the weight. How much does this thing weigh by itself? Oh, I can't zero it, guys, and then get the actual weight. That's 10 grams, but that's mostly probably the container. Okay. That was more than I wanted, but whatever. All right. Ready for the speed run? Oh, wait, no, I wanted to mix it first. And gotta remember the paper towel under the mold. Paper towel under the mold. Okay, paper towel under the mold. Moose, have you guys sold like mini knives and stuff from your site, the homeandforge.com? I haven't looked lately because there's those two knives I sent you that Adrian really wants one, and I kind of want that really pretty one, the blue one with like, I think it's got the ship or whatever, but I just don't know that I need a knife, but I also need something that you and Dub have made. So there's that. You sold several? That's so cool. I'm so happy to hear that. Unless you sold the ones I'm thinking about. Then I'm not happy to hear that. I'm just kidding. So if I'm doing 90, that's 9 times 3. Yeah, it's 27. So it's the right amount. It just seems a little. Oh no, that's thin. Yeah, I was really hoping that you would have some of your resin stuff on there, especially because if I give out the keychains that you made and they direct you to the Home and Forge, and the Home and Forge is just knives instead of the resin work. I guess there was a couple persons, but instead of the resin work, I was like, it doesn't quite line up with what I'm giving them. I was like, they might be confused. Like, why is he sending me to a bunch of knives? So I was hoping that you would get some of your resin stuff out there, especially like your like the really impressive stuff that you've been doing lately, like so detailed and so like involved. Gert, are you still awake? What are you still doing awake? It's like 4 in the morning. I'm just kidding. It's 3, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But I have got to get off this live in a minute or two because it's been a long time. So we'll pour this and then we'll demold that orange and black one, and then we'll call it a night. Well, that blue one. No, it's not ready. Okay. I was like, where's my mold? All right, so let's pour a little bit of yellow, a little bit of red, a little bit of yellow. Oh, Moose, I forgot the paper towel. And you just said it. I think this one's gonna look pretty cool. I even like saying about trying to remember the paper towel, but I forgot it. Oh, cup in the cup. A little bit of red in my life. I think this one's gonna be pretty cool, guys. Nope, not a cup in a cup. Okay. Moose, should I start telling cop stories so that you feel like you're watching your de-stressor shows? Oh, wow, this one's really pretty, guys. I wish I could show you it better. I'll try. Look how pretty that is. All right. Oh, not that one. Ooh, it's nice and warm. Hey, Joyce. You joined just as we're gonna unmold or demold this one. Oh yeah, because it says not to. Or I watched a video and it said not to. Let me see if it said. Basically, it's the stuff stuck on the side may be unmixed portions. So if I'm like scraping that, it might not be as I put the scrapes in lots of I don't know, scraps. And I don't know what that means. But that's what I had read was basically if you're scraping it, just like with two-part resin, I think art resin, the makers themselves said do not scrape it. Like scrape it when you're stirring it, but when you pour it out, don't scrape the sides because it could be unmixed leftovers. That's what I remember seeing. Oh, this is very splotchy. This is very, very splotchy. I'm gonna have to figure out how I must not have got this cleaned well enough. Let's see if I can turn this down. Where's the knob? It's cool, but it's really splotchy. Like I like the coloration of it. I just don't love this splotchiness. So how do you guys clean your molds? Mix the scraps with the mixed ResinCrete. Huh. And that's what I used. So it's still got these spots on it, which means I don't think I got to it fast enough when I demolded it. I thought I wiped them down, but like, I don't know if you can see, like, you see those spots? That's why it was splotchy, but like I took Dawn dish soap and um Dawn dish soap. But I took that and like I scrubbed this and like these spots won't come off. So I don't know if I have dragonfly glaze. I've got some glazes. But I'll have to do that and see. It's cool. I like the splotchiness isn't horrible. It doesn't look fully purposeful, but it's still kind of cool. The inside's definitely cool. That spot's lame. All right. Right. I followed what you were saying. So we've got two that I can't demold, and I'm going to end the live in a second. But so I've got this fun one that I'm going to try painting with that glaze. Then I did these ones Monday, which is just like a pretty pink, faint pink. This one is let me turn this light back down. This one is a faded marble green, which I turned the light off and that's not helping. Let's see. You can't really tell, but it's a marbly kind of light green. This is like a baby blue, but it's really hard to tell because lighting. This one looks like cookies and cream. Could be a fault in the mold. I have a really nice mold that leaves a horrid patch that won't take color. This is a blue one that I had first used a lot of blue. And that was the first time. Then this one was that blue chrome, which was this pretty color, but like didn't stick, but it looks natural like you guys said, and that's pretty. This one was a chrome green. Didn't hold the green, but it's again natural. And then this one is the winner of all of them. It's my marbled purple and green one. It turned out pretty cool. I'm very interested to see how this red and yellow one turns out, because I mean it's super pretty. And I think they're pretty cool, right? And they're free candles for people. I will, like I was mentioning, I don't know, did some practice carving. This is backwards because of the camera, but or engraving, not carving, but Kova's name on here. Though this one's better. They're still not great. They look like handwriting, but I'm getting better at it, and so I'll practice on a couple more, and then I will engrave their names. We've got Casper, Brooklyn, Fat Chops, who they said identified as a pig. He was a pit bull. Then we've got, no, I can't remember all of them. Let's see very quick. We've got Solange, Biscuit, Fat Chops, Brooklyn, Casper, and Gabbana, but they go by Bana. So we got those puppies for sure coming, or well, those puppies are not coming, but their people are coming. And so they will for sure have candles with their names on them. I am really looking forward to this blue one. Once we're gonna wrap it up, I'm gonna take this down and show you if I can let go of the camera. There we go. So we know what happens when the bottom looks really pretty, but this is the sapphire one that was done just with the acrylic paint. It is super pretty. So I'm hopeful that it will turn out. And then of course there's this red and yellow one. Let me unplug this. All right. But everyone, you have a wonderful, I can take this off now. Breathe. Although there's still a bunch of powder, I probably shouldn't take it off. And then I touch my face with my glove. Anyways, you guys have a wonderful rest of your night, or I guess have a wonderful morning, Gert. Oh, sorry, Moose, it's crooked again. There we go. Have a wonderful morning. I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for hanging out for 2 hours. I was live for 2 hours. That's way too long. So anyway, thanks guys. Love y'all. Bye.